Welcome to Plain and Simple Travels. Join us as we travel around this beautiful country of ours and bring you the highlights of our trips. We hope to show you an alternative way of travelling around Australia. We stay mainly in free camps or low-cost camps and try to avoid caravan parks unless we really need one. We also try to visit places of interest that you don't normally see on other YouTube channels. So sit back and enjoy our plain and simple presentations. Thank you for watching. We've pulled in and set up at the Allora showgrounds, which is about 21 k's north of Warwick. We wanted to stay at Warwick because we've got an old friend that lives in Warwick that we haven't seen for a few years. I went to book at the Big Four in Warwick. It was $49 a night, less our discount, so $45 a night, which I don't get. Maybe if it was oceanfront on the beach, I'd pay $45 a night, but I'm not paying that. I'm a miserable old bastard, I'm not going to pay that. So, Allora showgrounds is $20 a night with power and water. It's only a 20-kilometre drive in to Warwick. So, it'll do us for a couple of nights. We're just going to get on the pushies and go and see Allora. Just come for a push bike ride up to the main street of Allora. Nice little place. 2 pubs. Bit of history here. First school was in the 1850s. Actually, the bloke we camped next to at the showground, he was born here. His father and his grandfather were born here. And Vic tells me that we've been here before. You want to know how she remembers we've been here before? Op shop. She remembers the op shop. And she remembered the toilets. That's why I'd remember. She remembers for the places for the op shops. I remember them for their public toilets. Just down the end of the main street, not far, is a noisy road. But next to the noisy road is Dalrymple Creek Park, which is a free camp. 24 hours, free camp. We got a whiz-banger and 2 caravans here at the moment. What's the time? 3 o'clock. Not a lot of room, but not a bad looking stopover.
No. That's probably a good spot between those two.
Yeah, very shady though.
Or even there would be alright,
Yeah.
near that town.
Keep that in mind. If you're north of Warwick and you need a sleepover spot, Dalrymple Creek Park at Allora. How was the op shop?
Yeah, it was okay.
And they got a sale on.
Oh yeah, the Winster's half price.
So
But unfortunately most of it was too big.
Get here quick before the sale finishes. Oh look, there's an old marker. Warwick, 17 miles. So what have we got here, Vic?
This is the house of P.L. Travers, the lady that wrote Mary Poppins.
I thought she lived in Maryborough.
Well, I think she might have been born in Maryborough and maybe spent early childhood in Maryborough, but this was her house later on.
Really? Yeah. So sorry, closed.
Yes, apparently it's not open very often.
So it's now a private house, but
Don't
they do
leave
it.
your car parked Yeah, here. They'll pitch it bit by bit.
So it's a private house now, but you can do a tour for $10 when the people are there. Damn, they're not there. We won't be able to do a tour. Damn. Have to go to the pub instead. This is downtown Warwick. We have been here before, but never really had a look around. It's a big centre, big town centre. Got everything, Aldi's, Woolworths, Coles. And a few blocks of other shops. So this is a statue at the northern entrance to Warwick. It's not built to commemorate anything, according to the plaque. It was built to stop traffic. Because people were just driving through Warwick, maybe stopping to get fuel but keeping going. And nobody was staying, so the purpose of this was to stop the traffic and convince people to stay. Didn't work with us. The caravan parks are too expensive and nobody's going to stay. This is the amenities at the Allora or Allora showground. Pretty old school. Not the most modern, but hey, water's hot. I always wear my thongs into the toilet, into the showers anyway. So. But yeah, does the job. Like for $20 a night, power and water. Can't expect a lot. So this morning we've had a bit of a quick stopover in Toowoomba. Stock up from Dr. Dan's, and then we just had a lunch break in down to Dalby, and now we're heading for an overnight stop at Miles. As you can tell, we've had a bit of rain in here, because the roads are all over the place. Lots of patches. So, are you happy with this spot?
It looks nice. Got a good spot.
Where is it?
Gil Weir at Miles. Just out of Miles.
At 6 k's out of Miles. Was it the Leichhardt Highway?
Yes, it was.
Turned off the Warwick Highway onto the Leichhardt Highway. Free camp. Just for overnight. Plenty of space. Apparently you can swim in the creek. I don't think so. Looks peaceful so far. Guess we'll find out. It's a Friday night, so we'll get to find out later how peaceful. It's a full moon, but unfortunately it's overcast, so you won't get to see the moon. So it's just after 6 o'clock, 6:15 in the morning, Saturday morning, and I don't mind saying I'm a little bit concerned. I lay awake most of the night listening to the rain falling. We've had quite a bit of rain overnight, and as you can see we're down a little bit of an incline, and it's very wet, very muddy. I'm just hoping we can get out of here. You hear all these stories about the soils in the Western Plains. I guess that's what I'm concerned about, getting stuck. This track over here yesterday was dry. Probably a foot of water over that one. Fella over there moving out. See how deep that puddle is. Hmm. 8 inches to a foot deep, I guess. I guess the thing we've got going in our favour is it's, at least on top, it's sandy. Vic's still in bed, sound asleep, oblivious to the drama unfolding. That's probably good. She doesn't handle problems very well. Spent all last night worrying for nothing. I was lying there thinking, oh, I'll have to let the tyres down, dump all our water, reduce weight, get out of here. But in the end I just left everything as it was, stuck it in low range and reversed up the hill. It was way too muddy over there. Even walking on it I was sinking down an inch. So backed up here, 1 3-point turn there, 1 3-point turn there, and we're out. I know I'm biased, but I love this Land Cruiser. Well, didn't we time that right, Vic?
Yes, we did.
Just pulling into Roma, and for this week, starting today, there's an Outback Sculptures exhibition.
I like the horsey with the jockey on it.
Good chance to stop and stretch the legs. This one is called the Seat of Knowledge. So we're now outside the Roma Visitors Information Centre. And that, believe it or not, is an old oil pump. Sign says that they found oil at Roma at a considerable depth. Doesn't say when or how deep or anything. Apparently that was a pump that was used to bring the oil to the surface. Well, we've ended up at
Possum campground.
Possum something campground at the racetrack
At Injune.
at Injune or however you want to pronounce that one. $10 a night unpowered, but with water, which is good, or $20 with power and water.
And fossil birds.
Oh yeah,
Come visit.
and apostle birds. Mick's already made friends with them. We were going to stay at
Roma.
at
the bowling
Roma. There's a free camp in the bowling club, but it's in the car park and it was just very exposed, so we didn't do that. And then we went and had a look at the rodeo club here in Injune. But there's a rodeo on. So
And it was right near the main.
yeah, it was right next to the main road. So we've come here to Possum something or other.
Possum camp.
Yeah, we just call it Possum Campground at the racecourse. And Vic's on track and she's about to go. Get going, you old donkey.
Hey, that's not very nice. Call me an old donkey.
Well, get going.
You're an old girl.
Yeah, she's off. The old railway station. Ooh. Have a ticket?
Yes, please, I'll go to Roma.
So the Injune Railway. What's it say about engine 824?
Locomotive 824 has a horrible history. The exact locomotive was involved in what's known as Queensland's worst rail disaster. You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
The accident occurred on May the 5th, 1947. Rodeo.
As you can tell, it's a very busy road.
The accident occurred on May the 5th, 1947, near Camp Mountain in the Samford Ranges, approximately 20 k's northwest of Brisbane.
215 passengers.
On board.
16 lost their lives.
And 38 were injured when the crowded picnic train derailed on a sharp left-hand curve between Ferny Grove and Camp Mountain stations. Locomotive 824 was repaired, but in 1958 was withdrawn from service and towed to rest in Injune along the recently closed line.
Oh, look, Cortina sitting there in the yard. Better get back to the train. So that shows the line from Roma through to Injune. I don't think I'd like to go to the office and buy a ticket for this place. I don't think I'd like to live there. Well, that's Injune. How did you like Injune, Vic?
Well, we should have had both of our heads on. Cut that out. Yep. Bit of a hole.
Just tried to support the town, went to the pub. Had one beer out of there.
Horrible.
Don't think Injune is a place we'll be rushing back to.
It's like a ghost town, really.
Nice free camp.
Yeah, on the racetrack.
And they're doing the right thing, trying to get people to stop here. But
there's just nothing to stop you for.
no, unfortunately, it's just a shithole of a place.
Don't you mince words, will you?
Get it out there. Well, this is a strange day, isn't it, Vic? We were meant to be going to Carnarvon Gorge today. But for the last couple of days,
thought we were.
Yeah, last couple of days we've been trying to book online and it hasn't let us book. Anyway, we rang Big Four this morning and they said they were totally booked out till September. And then you rang Sandstone. They squeezed us in on Thursday and it's now Sunday, so we've got 4 days to fill in. So we're chilling on the river. What's the name of the river?
Maranoa, I think.
It's either the Maranoa or the Warwick. We're at Mitchell. Yeah, nice little place. We stopped off at what was down the hole?
You admit it now. Muckavilla or Muckavilla? No, Muckavilla.
Muckavilla. Said they had a nice free camp.
Muckadilla.
They said they had a nice free camp behind the community hall and we
Nothing nice about it.
pulled in there and it was just a mud hole. So we gave that a miss. Trekked on out another 40 kilometres to Mitchell. And this is a great donation camp. Right on the river. I think it's 2 kilometres in town, which we can walk or ride. Got 3 pubs and a bowling club.
And a swimming pool with
And
a
yes, it's got a natural hot spa
at the swimming pool.
at the swimming pool. So we'll go and hit that tomorrow. So we'll probably spend a couple of nights here. And then we're going to go into Roma.
Oh, we need to book that.
Spend a day or 2 there. And then we can get into Carnarvon Gorge. Sandstone Park at Carnarvon Gorge. Relax. Enjoy the sunshine. Doing some washing. What else you got planned?
Go for a bike ride.
Don't know if I can see you or not.
I think we might go for a bike ride.
Go for a bike ride. So this is the camp area. How long do you reckon it is? About a kilometre, you reckon?
I do think that. Yeah.
500 metres, kilometre. All the way down there where that van's pulling in. There's a fellow traveller owner, to see. So you got all these roped off areas. They've got irrigation in it. And way down the end down there, that's how far it goes. You got people on both sides of the road. So obviously there's a playground, lots of picnic areas, electric barbecues, a couple of toilets, garbage bins. Yeah. Good spot, chill out for a while. which is where we're staying at Mitchell. Pretty big. So we're back in Roma for a couple of nights. We've got to somehow see all the sights in 2 days. How are we going to do it? This is one of the 3. This is Roma Bush Gardens. Didn't expect to see a big lake here, did you?
No. This park is constructed in funds from the gaming
Oh, really? Poker machine money funded the park. Isn't that good to see? I guess you own a little bit of it then, Vic.
Not mine.
Well, that's about the nicest aspect of the whole place, do you think? Bit sad. All the big signs along the road pointing to come here. You come here and doesn't look like anybody maintains the place. Anyway, that helped us fill in 20 minutes.
Stop it. Look at the nice trees going
Look at that. What are they? Are they shags?
Oh.
It couldn't be shags.
They're black cockatoos, are they?
Don't know. Could be black cockies, eh? This is the Heroes Memorial Street. So they planted a bottle tree for every fallen soldier from World War I. So the other highlight of Roma is Roma's largest bottle tree. And I think that brings us to an end of the highlights of Roma. Where are we, Vic? Tell me, where are we?
Surat.
Surat what?
Cobb and Co.
Oh,
changing
there goes that
station.
kangaroo again.
Surat Museum. It's a Warwick. Yeah. Gorgeous.
Go and make him hot. There he goes. This is the Cobb and Co. Museum in Surat. We're 80 k's south of where we're staying at
Roma.
We've got another day to fill in and there's nothing left to do at Roma. Grave change station.
Was located at this point on the Allora Surat mail run, and the last Cobb and Co coach to run in Australia passed here on the 14th of August 1924.
Oh, that's nearly 100 years ago.
Nearly to the day.
98 years ago. And there was Mrs. Loader Used to serve meals to the people that came through. She'd serve them roasted goat with prickly pear jelly and homemade bread. And if anyone's interested, there's a recipe for prickly pear jelly. So what have we got there? I can't read it.
Sunnybank changing station. At Sunnybank, the Cobb and Co coach would deliver mail and supplies to the families on the property. Many fondly remember Mr. Green from Sunnybank bringing grapes for the hot days for the drivers on the hot days. This could have been in appreciation, as drivers did odd favours or jobs for people on the properties, such as stocking up on supplies.
Oh, I bet the station's through there. What's it called? Sunnybank. Sunnybank. This spot is called the Mary Ann. Originally it was an area where the drovers used to stop when they were droving sheep. Got an old windmill there. Further down there was a big dam, and then up here you got this big windmill and an old trough over there where Vic is. But you can camp here. Wouldn't be a bad spot to camp, except for the noise of the windmill. And up here's a big old water holding tank. Lots of space if you wanted to camp. Pretty quiet too when the windmill stops. Unfortunately, the video of this shot was corrupted, so we lost that. So this still photo shows what was known as a corduroy. It's where a line of logs were laid down parallel to each other in soft sand or muddy areas that were difficult for the stagecoach to cross, so that it could get through without getting bogged. This one is about 110 years old. The logs are still in place. Just a magical spot.